Welcome to this webinar, Securing Land and Buildings in a Charitable Trust. My name is Paul Martin, and I've been a lawyer in the charity sector for about 40 years. Now, a property transaction is likely to be one of the most significant events in the life of a charity. Get the transaction right and the charity will flourish. Get it wrong and the effects can be felt for a long time. So the question of how we secure that property in a way that both reflects the purposes of the charity and preserves it for the future is really important, as of course is understanding exactly what can be done with that property whilst the charity owns it. So firstly, let's look at some of the options for holding property. Now, if the charity is an unincorporated one, then the property, be it a lease or a freehold, is usually registered in the names of specific trustees. So you would have on the title A, B, and C as trustees of whatever the charity it is. And that's a perfectly legitimate and legal way of holding property for an unincorporated charity. However, there are some drawbacks, and I just want to mention them here. One of them is that you will need to update, say, the land registration title every time there is a change of trustees. So if your trustees rotate off, let's say every 3 years, then there's quite an administrative task to make sure that the registered entries at the land registry are up to date. Of course, if you fail to do that, then it could be deemed to be a breach of the trustee's duty to the charity. Now, if the charity has taken a lease, then it becomes even more complicated because you then have to go to the landlord and try and negotiate new lessees every time there's a change of trustees. So it becomes quite problematic, and a lot of charities fail to do it. And then when they come to sell the property, they have to go and search for trustees who had served at the time the property was acquired and are no longer connected with the charity, and that can be quite an onerous process. The best thing to do is to ensure that there is a minute of the trustees every time there's a change of trustees. So at least you can prove the devolution of title, if you like, from when the property was first acquired to the time the charity may want to sell it.